Hey guys, I hope you're hungry. Welcome back to the Full Ensigns channel. My name is Jericho, and this is Raw is War Stories, I should say, because I am joined by the Iceman, and we are here to review the 2017 Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Hey.
Yay.
Yeah.
So, the undercard matches, I would say, were mostly really good. So what we had first was Bayley versus Charlotte. So you're the women's expert. So why don't you speak on that?
That's the first time I've ever been called one of those.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good opener. I thought it was a decent match between the two. I thought, much like many WWE matches, it kind of just ended abruptly and with zero fanfare, with Charlotte retaining, which I thought would happen, but I didn't think that she would just completely go over, completely squeaky clean, you know?
Right, like she hit her finisher on the apron, but other than that, like she didn't cheat at all.
Yeah,
ever.
She's just better.
She's just the better person. So I don't really know what to do with that. By the way, I'm Samoa Joe, and IceMann is Finn Balor, so that's why we're not attacking each other so much. Yeah, I was not surprised to see Bayley lose, but I definitely was surprised to see her lose in such a way. Oh, we didn't talk about the pre-show, which we actually both watched this time.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It was the pre-show I thought was pretty good. I think they could have cut out a lot of the nonsense from the main card and moved one of the matches up. But that was another match that I thought really didn't have much of an ending at all, was Sasha Banks and Nia Jax. Like again, Nia Jax was gonna win, but she just won. It was just over. Like it had no fanfare at all to the ending.
I think you're right, Cole. This should be good.
So yeah, I guess while we're on the subject, just real quick with the pre-show matches, we also had the 6 Divas tag, or the 6 Women's tag, which there wasn't much to that. I was really surprised to see Naomi win by pinning the champion.
Yeah, I guess she's next in line. Okay.
Okay.
She literally did nothing to get there, but that's fine.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna do Becky and Mickey at WrestleMania, and then if they have 2 SmackDown ones, they'll do Naomi and Alexa Bliss for our sins. So let's see. And then we also had the club beat Sheamus and Cesaro. Even with 2 referees, they still had like a crazy grab the tights finish, which is fine. I mean, they're bad guys, and we both wanted them to win, so I'm not gonna complain too much about that.
Yeah, I thought, especially with the ref getting knocked out again and whoever got the pin using the tights, I thought for sure it was going to be reversed, but much to our extreme happiness, it was not.
Yeah, and shock. Oh! Okay, so back on the main card, yeah, we started with the women, then we had Owens versus Roman Reigns, and Owens retained, and we were both really happy about that. It was a really good match, one of Owens' best outings for sure. I mean, Reigns' best outings, I should say.
It's not an easy task.
Yeah, I mean, completely thanks to Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Owens who, totally put his body on the line. He went through. I mean, he put Owens through a table, then went through a table himself, went through that huge pyramid of chairs that he had made on the outside. Definitely sacrificed himself for a great match. I thought that Jericho, who was in the shark cage above the ring, was going to have more of a part to play than he did. All he did was he gave Owens some brass knuckles. He dropped them down to him. But since it was a no DQ match, Owens just could have had them. So, but I mean, that's fine. Whatever. If they wanted to do the silly stipulation. So the finish came when Braun Strowman attacked Roman Reigns, and Owens was just able to pin him. So
that was great.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Because we were both convinced that Reigns was going to win since he just lost the U.S. title. But so we were like, oh, okay, so they're just going to do Reigns and Strowman without a title because that's a big match, and that's great. Later events in the evening would lead us to believe that that was not the case. Just hit X and circle.
Sorry.
That's okay.
What?
It's circle. There you go.
What an idiot. What a Royal Rumble this has been. Action fast and furious. But we're not through. We have another
I lost my train of thought. But yeah, at the time, we were really happy to see it. Really good match. Nothing bad to say. So then we had the cruiserweights. We've both kind of gone on at length about how much the cruiserweights are basically a failure. IceMann was talking during the show about how everybody does high-flying stuff now. The cruiserweights, as a concept, are not what they once were by any means.
Right, yeah, when the 90s and early 2000s, when the cruiserweights were a big deal, nobody was doing those kinds of moves except for those guys, you know? So, like, it's not unique to them anymore. So I guess they're trying to find some way to find their own voice in the ring, and it's mat-based.
Yeah, mat-based submissions, chain wrestling, which is just a mistake. It's boring, and then we have goofballs like Rich Swann that are just pulling the whole division down. But he lost. He tapped out exactly as he should have to Neville, king of the cruiserweight, so that's fine, whatever. If they're ever going to make this division a success, that's the way to do it, I guess. But I honestly think that the whole experiment is basically a failure at this point. So then we had Styles and Cena with the creeping inevitability. Like we both knew that Cena was bound to finally get his win back over AJ. It was just gonna happen, and they gave us a hell of a match. Maybe even better than their SummerSlam encounter, but certainly in the same ballpark, if not quite that good. And Cena, of course, won, but like when it's inevitable, and it just is so. We were still furious because like we're so tired of it. Like why they say like, oh, they're desperately looking for the next star, but they just refuse to let it happen.
They can spout off about the new era all they want, but at the end of the day, they always go back to the same early 2000s guys who have been on top forever.
And no greater proof came than tonight. And the whole show just pointed at that. That's all that they really have faith in at the end of the day. So Cena won. I don't know. I mean, Styles is almost assuredly not going to be in the title picture at WrestleMania now. Even though he's had an incredible year, totally deserves it. Whatever. At least it was a good match. Is the best I can say for it.
Yep.
So then we had the Royal Rumble itself. It was an exciting and different Royal Rumble in a lot of ways. They kept a ton of guys in the ring the whole time. Like I would say there were regularly at least 6 or 7 guys. And they had some neat surprise moments, like Goldberg once again completely got the better of Lesnar and eliminated him right away.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, that was really cool and unexpected. A neat moment for sure. So I thought that was cool. But in what we can only assume was just to make the fans unhappy, Roman Reigns was the surprise number 30 entrant. And he didn't win or anything like that, but like what contempt for their fans. Like, let alone, like, oh, that's your meal ticket. They just do not give a shit if the fans are happy or not. People wanted Samoa Joe or another surprise or a legend or
something. Anything.
But, nope.
Not that.
Nope. It's fucking Roman Reigns. And Reigns eliminates The Undertaker to the rage and fury of
ridiculous.
The fans.
Absolutely. Oh, my gosh.
But he's got face. He's a good guy. He's the hero. He's who we want to win. And it's so ridiculous that they cannot be that blind. So therefore, they just don't give a shit. And they know better than us. And we're stupid for thinking otherwise. There is no other possible option. They cannot think that this is the best option for their company. That this is what's going to make people like it. Is eliminating The Undertaker from his first Royal Rumble in years. And giving him the coveted number 30 spot. Letting him once again be a huge feature of the Royal Rumble after he already fought for the Universal title on the same show. They cannot think that that's the best. So either they... I don't know.
Yeah, but didn't you hear the announcers? He's the big dog. It's his yard now.
It's his yard now. Yeah, when he came to the ring, like it was like, I think Roman Reigns is realizing whose yard it is, and then he eliminates him. We're wrong. Huh? Who's the phenom now? The phenomenal Roman Reigns. as he will come to be known. So, yeah, completely stupid, disgusting. We haven't even talked about like the actual finish, which was Randy Orton winning. So, it seemed to come out of nowhere to us. Apparently, like looking like the odds makers or whatever, the smart money had come in that Orton was going to win. I guess word had leaked out that he was going to win. So it was not completely out of nowhere. But how bizarre. Because you got to believe that now Bray Wyatt will win the title.
You know, I'm not sure about this.
But he's going to be like, okay, I won it. You better not challenge me. But for all intents and purposes, you have to challenge for your brand's championship. That's the way it has seemed very heavily for this Rumble. They've not talked once about going to the other brand. So they know that that's coming. Like, so it's just so weird. And why not let Bray Wyatt have a big win for once if it's going to be the title match anyway? Or, even worse, it won't be Wyatt, and it'll just be Cena and Orton again, for just the millionth time. So, just like a no-win scenario. We could have had Jericho do it, had to be Jericho and Owens at a huge stage. They could have had Miz do it after his work of being the best heel in the company for all of 2016. They couldn't have any sort of weird, like, they can't have a fun surprise that the fans like. And they can't follow through with something that makes a lot of sense. They have to do a stupid surprise. Like Randy Orton being in the main event yet again. And this is coming from somebody that loves Randy Orton.
Yeah, I have no problem with Randy Orton right now at all. Like, this isn't like 2011 Randy Orton. That's a different story. But yeah, I really enjoy Orton right now. But this is not the place for him.
It's amazing that they took the most wide open, unpredictable Royal Rumble in years, and they still managed to do something completely stupid and so like WWE, and just go back to their old favorites and their old reliables.
Like, the Rumble is so not about elevating someone anymore.
Oh, no way. It's just, okay, this is the simplest way to make it make sense that he's going to win the championship at WrestleMania. So we don't have to, even though he's already going to feud with Wyatt. Like, if Wyatt won the title, just have Orton RKO him, and there you go. Like, and I don't know, unlike usual, that we're recording this, the show just went off the air. So on Raw, something crazy could happen. On SmackDown, Wyatt could demand that Orton give him his shot, or like they could do a lot of things with it, I guess. And I'd rather see. I mean, we were worried that Reigns was going to win again. So
yeah, it's better than that.
Could have been worse, but.
I like this though. Yeah, they could do something neat, or it can change or whatever. But this is a raw emotion. No pun intended on saying the word raw. Literally, I'm so sorry. This is how we feel. It just happened. This is how we feel.
Yeah,
right after
and it's not happy. It's disappointing for an exciting, fun Rumble match. It's just okay, whatever. And just the dull inevitability of WWE refusing to take chances and build new stars despite their claims just sets in yet again. They let Ty Dillinger be number 10 though. That was the best moment of the entire night.
I mean, yeah, there you go. A guy who probably never ever mattered past the mid card ever was the neatest part of the Rumble. And it was neat. That's not to shortchange him at all. It was super cool, but just to compare to the rest of it.
Like that one moment of like, okay, let's do this. Let's okay, we get this. Okay, it'll be neat. It makes sense. Why not? That's the best they can do. We probably saw it on Twitter and we're like, oh, whatever. We need to have an NXT guy anyway. No Samoa Joe. No Nakamura. No Finn Balor, who may still be injured.
Yeah,
not necessarily their fault. I don't know. Watching WWE, I only watch the pay-per-views now, and just catch up like on Twitter, YouTube, whatever. Listen to podcasts. Even that is a chore when it's this just inevitable.
Boy, the term "we're full" has never quite rung so true.
We are full. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please do subscribe. We have war stories every Tuesday and Thursday, which are usually not this dire. We will continue to review WWE.
At least till WrestleMania.
For our sins. We're not giving up on it anytime. Well,
until WrestleMania.
Yeah, at least until WrestleMania. This is the hot season. There's still a lot of questions about the card because maybe it'll be Roman Reigns and Undertaker, which would be awful. If Reigns beats Undertaker, I'm going to take a break.
Yeah, that's that. That's that.
I don't know. I know I would miss it because I really do love it. Like, that's why it makes me so upset, is because it has the capacity to be so wonderful. But if they let Roman Reigns cleanly defeat in any way defeat the Undertaker at WrestleMania, I have to stop. I can't reward their continued bad behavior like a fucking child. But regardless, in the meanwhile, we will continue to have Raw is War Stories where we review WWE content. It will continue to be joined as often as possible by the IceMann. Thank you to him for joining me. But do make sure you subscribe to the channel because we have new content every single day. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys soon. I don't know about you, but we are absolutely, definitely full.